Hey people, what's going on? So, yeah, I do go through periods where my depression, it's not that it gets the best of me, but it's like the last thing I want to do is get on here and talk. Okay? And I recognize that mine is seasonally affected, and the onset of summer and autumn, I've noticed a pattern. So, been dealing with it, and as a result, I haven't wanted to make a video. Um, the depression is not major depression has nothing to do with events. It's chemistry and electricity and other things. It's cycles. Events do, like anything, no matter what shape you're in emotionally, events in your life do affect you. So I have to say, I will mention some music in a second, but I want to explain why I haven't been here. Events of the world do affect you. They affect me. And I am deeply affected by the current state of the world, psychically, socially, and politically. The sickness of what's going on with the world, the lack of world leadership. There was a time for me, just go away if you don't want to hear this, because now that I'm talking about this, I may not get to music. This is what's been on my mind, okay? I do remember a time when it seemed like somewhere in the world someone was trying to get it together. And I do know that our media outlets are owned and controlled, so I look at many different outlets from all over the world. And so I put a composite together. And the composite I see is that the game has busted wide open, that it's a mad scramble for the good life and holding on to it, and that is it. No one is fixing any fucking thing. And me being at this end of the economy, with my background and my life experience, it's nightmarish. It just really is a very unfair situation. And it affects my psyche, It affects my depression. It does, As I say many times, I have my personal life that to focus on, friends, family, music, endeavors to be fulfilled by. But I'm an empath, I'm not making that up. Empaths, many of us, we don't want to be. I don't necessarily want to be an empath. I am. I feel shit. I intuit things. I get intuitions, and they're a lot of the times, and I'm talking all through my life. I've been around here for over 60 years. They're accurate. So that's also why I'll have an attitude when people try to come to me and give me advice or tell me, which way the wind is blowing. I said, don't tell me. You don't know. You know for you. You don't know for me. So this is why I haven't been making any videos this week. When people send me stuff, it does prompt me to make a video to acknowledge that they've sent me something, which is the case, to tie in with me breaking my silence, which has almost been a week. The other thing that I want to say is, in the comments, I can't tell sometimes if people are being complimentary or if they're being snarky. And I want to say this to you folks, if any of you are doing that, I don't know, and it doesn't matter to me. Think about it. If you are trying to be coy, what's your purpose and what are you getting out of it? I don't know if you're sincere or not. So I don't care, frankly. So if you're one of those people who does leaves comments ingenuously, is that the right word? I don't know why you do it, okay? Because I see some comments and I can't tell if it's positive or negative, and ultimately I'm telling you I don't care, okay? I'm not living in your world. Again, I say these things because I keep experiencing through life where people need this information. Yesterday was my brother's birthday, my younger brother Patrick. He just turned 62. And we're alike but very different in that he is very external, extremely worried about appearances, way too worried about what other people think about him. He made a comment before he was leaving, and I went to sit out in the front yard, and he said to me, well, at least, you, it looks like your neighbors respect you. And I said, I don't give a fuck if my neighbors respect me. It's, do I respect me? What a losing stance to have, that your well-being is completely based on what others are saying and thinking about you, which is the case for a lot of people. Why there's a lot of misery. I see right through it. I ain't having it. Okay. Have I said enough? No. I can talk as much as I fucking want to. Okay. You catching me? So someone said it to me. They hear. In my voice, they hear, what did they say? Not sadness, but not depression, but misery or hardship. Well, the fuck, yes, it's there. Hell, yes, it's there. If I had white skin, I could pretend. I don't get to pretend. I don't mind reminding you folks that don't understand that. I don't get to pretend everything is hunky-dory. So I got 2 packages from Arthur in England, and unfortunately one of the packages, I got a third one where he had bought a t-shirt and it comes back saying it's undeliverable. I don't understand. It kind of pisses me off. I've had this happen twice with Arthur, and I thought I have the look, and it's like it's the address that I sent on the other stuff. What the hell is the problem? This stuff is irritating. Anyway, he sent me where is it? Did I move it already? He sent me a CD. I didn't get ready. So I'll show that later, but I'll show you the record that he sent me today, which blows me away. Arthur, thank you so much. You're entirely, I just don't even know what to say. You're so kind to me. I must be doing something right for you people that send me records to keep honoring me like this, okay? Thank you so much. I received this today from Arthur. North Sea Radio Orchestra with John Greaves and Annie Barbazza. Foley, Baloli, songs from Robert Wyatt's Rock Bottom. And if you've been following me, you know that Robert Wyatt and that whole Canterbury school, of music is extremely important to me all my life. Pretty much, since I was a teen, okay? So this is a wonderful thing to receive. This is the second edition. I checked on Discogs. The first run was a run of 999 CDs. This is the second pressing of 500 numbered. I have number 338. It's a CD and vinyl. Arthur, you blow me away. This is some wonderful packaging. Let me be careful, but it's that kind of cardboard type. It folds out like this, and then there's a separate lyric sheet with a print on it. This heavy card type, and then it folds again. This is really a beautiful with the lyrics and information about the session. It's on this beautiful dark blue vinyl. You may not be able to catch it. That's not black. It's this really beautiful deep blue. I've already played one side of this. This is fucking-tastic, okay? And I can say that because one of the things, not only does the skill of the musicians come through, but these musicians love this music like I love it. John Greaves, as you know, is a member of Henry Cow. And their love and reverence for this music comes through in the way that they do it. It's as a live recording. Where it was recorded was done live. This is fantastic. This definitely right away goes on my best of list for 2019. I said it online recently, but I'll say it again. Eclectic Maybe Band. This is definitely on my list of best of 2019. Reflection in a Mobius Ring Mirror by the Eclectic Maybe Band. This is the bomb. It's so rich. I get so much out of it. So much out of it. So Arthur, thank you for sending this to me. I'll go a little bit further. I have a fair amount of new age records. I don't play them much. Today, it felt like I needed it, okay, and I was right. I listened to David Michael and Randy Mead's Petals in the Stream. This is definitely what they call new age music. It's flowery, it's healthy, there's nothing to do with rock and roll. It's like sitting by a stream in nature on a clear blue sunny day. Very, very enriching and healthy. I ended up playing the whole damned record. You know, I pulled, it was a blind pull. I pulled two things. And the other one was something I know I like. And I said, let me go ahead and put this on. And Petals in the Stream, David Michael and Randy Mead. There's a place for music like this. And this world is so fucking sick. I needed this music today. My brother's birthday yesterday. He is a jazzer. Doesn't like what I listen to except for jazz. So I always play jazz when he comes by. And we listened to Wes Montgomery, Moving West, which, you know, is a real commercial album when it comes to Wes Montgomery. It's real commercial. But Wes Montgomery's style of playing, which is wholly his own, no one had done that before him, is just so captivating and wonderful. Really enjoyed this. Had to hit some miles. Decoy. I love this. So we played Sorcerer. I put it away, but I was playing Sorcerer. I was thinking I wanted to talk about it. From the 60s era of Miles Davis. That's his ex-wife, Cicely Tyson, on the cover. All this music is so intelligent. You know, in a way, the way that they made this music, from my perspective, it couldn't be made today. The world is too, especially for black people. I don't know. I can only speak from what I'm experiencing. This is extraordinary. Just wonderful. And it's the one that has the vocal by Bob Dorough, Nothing Like You. Up until Miles made those hip-hop records, he did not work with vocalists. This is the one occasion. So I pulled it. That's just an amazing piece of music. Popped this on today. Just pulled it and said, okay, I'm going to play it. Joy Division's Transmission. I love Joy Division. We're talking about the 40th anniversary of Unknown Pleasures, which I have an original copy of. And that album truly inspired me. Love this band. Love this music. It's not about musicianship. They could barely play. It's about heart and soul. That music is deeper than a motherfucker. Speaking of Robert Wyatt, before I got that package today, I had pulled this yesterday and listened to most of it. Magnificent. Really well recorded, but these performances, good God, this music is fucking special, okay? This music is fucking special. Okay, it's like some of the richest, best food that you can find in any restaurant or home. That's what I call this music. It's a cut above. It is. Played this today, Larry Coryell Spaces. This is a bomb fucking album. See, music charges me up and it gives me energy, that helps me deal with the insanity of the world that I live in. People's minds are so plastic. People's minds are so plastic to think that people are actually believing that there's something good about the presidency. Trump, that man is so fucked up. And his followers, and how the horrible underbelly of white privilege and racism has raised its ugly head again because he's given them permission to come out. It's okay now. You can show us how fucked up you really are and how much you hate everybody. Selfish motherfuckers. Do you feel me? These are insane times that man is president, and people are making excuses and talking like something good is happening. And this ramping up of there's no problem with Iran, but we don't have anything to say about it. Apparently Lockheed, McDonnell Douglas, whoever these fuckers are, military-industrial complex, have got to have their money. I guess the coppers are getting low. We've got to sell some we've got to sell some military. We got to have some fights. We got to make money. Somebody's got to die. That's what makes me mad about these wars. They're not getting shit done except going over there and killing innocent people. Don't come back at me about, well, what are the Iranians doing to themselves? What about? America are at the head of the table of being the aggressors of worldwide misery. Thank goodness for music. This is an extraordinary album. I ain't crazy, people. You feel me? This is an extraordinary album. I know exactly what I'm thinking and feeling. Billy Cobham, John McLaughlin is on here with Larry Coryell. God damn. A couple more and I'm out of here. Hadn't played this for ages. Barry Miles, White Heat. Bought this way back in the 70s. Pianist. He's got soul. Great. There's a couple tracks on here that I could skip over. One with scat that's terrible. But the up-tempo tracks on here, on the fusion side, really good. John Abercrombie and Pat Martino, guitarists, are on here, playing some tough shit. Here's something else I hadn't played in ages, the Golden Palominos. Wow, this is good. John Zorn on here. Anton Fear, who I've met. Arto Lindsay. Fred Frith, Jamaluddin Takuma, David Moss, he's a friend of mine online. That's another thing that blows my mind now. The number of people whose records I listen to and who have meant a lot to me over the years now. We talk. I was just talking to Dave Anderson, who was in Amundul and Hawkwind, and Porcupine Tree recorded some important records at his studio. We talk. I wished, I forget her name right now, from Os Mutantes. I wished her happy birthday and she wrote me back. I love it. It does mean a lot to me. This is a killer album. Golden Palominos. They had that one single with Mike Stipe singing Boy, Go or something. Eddie Gomez. Fantastic jazz bassist. Here's one where he did a solo album trying to do kind of a fusion, looking ahead sort of thing called Discovery. The production is totally 80s, which is when this came out, which detracts from it, unfortunately. The DX7 sound is just so dry. But he's trying things on here that are different. So if you see this, give it a listen. This is good. It starts off really strong. Okay, this is the last thing I'll show in this video. One more thing I'm going to say, because this does piss me off. I get, when I mention that I haven't sold anything, and then I'll just be honest about how, I could use your support. I get comments, and I can't tell if they're being shitty or not, I ain't fucking begging. Just because I'm not using a platform like Patreon, it's the same damn thing. People's minds are ridiculous. That for some reason, the average person will think, well, if he's using Patreon, somehow it's more legitimate, or I'll do that when I ask you directly to support me. It's the same fucking thing. I'm just taking out the middleman. Ain't nobody fucking begging. I want to say fuck you to somebody. Okay? Do you feel me, people? Please understand. And if you don't understand, just too damn bad. This is how I feel today, and I am going to upload this video. Azure Ray, friends of mine, Orenda Fink in particular, Maria Taylor too. Orenda just moved out to Joshua Tree with her husband. Love this album and discovered a song on here that I had not really paid attention to that I had to play twice. These white lights will bend to make blue. The music and also the words. Love my friend Orenda Fink. Please, people, try to understand a person. I'm only speaking for myself. Try to understand. Please try to understand. If your experience is different from mine, and somehow I say things that upset you or make you want to say stuff, try to understand. Okay? There's a reason why I'm like this. Try to understand.